All right, again, go ahead and open up for questions.
Obviously, to start the fourth quarter, you missed your first 9 shots.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you were settling for threes, or did you
Yeah.
like the shots?
Nope. I thought we settled the last 3 quarters. It turned into a game. I thought we did a fairly good job of executing the game plan early on in the first quarter. We had our inside-outside game going. We were establishing the inside, and then we were looking to the outside, which
Yeah.
I liked. The last 3 quarters we weren't, and we weren't attacking like we should have to break down the defense. But I think it's something we've got to learn as a team. We got to keep playing. I think we were more worried about them getting fouls, us not getting fouls. We can't worry about that. You just got to play, and we've got to be able to attack, either get to the free throw line or look at our high-low entry, especially against the zone.
What do you think the biggest difference was from the first half to the second half?
I just think we didn't compete. I mean, you have a player that comes off the bench for them, and she's on fire today, and we didn't compete. We didn't guard her. She did a great job. Give her credit. In that situation, you got to have somebody that wants to take over the game and lock down defensively. I thought our assignments were off today. I mean, we go from defending one of the better teams in the nation on Tuesday to today where we couldn't defend anybody. How's that happen? It shouldn't happen. So we've got to be better. We got to compete. I thought we weren't talking as much today as we did against BYU on Tuesday. And that's something where hopefully it's just us playing together longer. We're going to get that. But again, we asked them to step up in that moment and someone to, kind of stop her. We didn't, and give her credit. She came ready to play.
Yespers looked really aggressive in that first half, and obviously she had 13 in the first half,
Yeah.
nothing there in the second.
Yeah.
Was there a little something different that you noticed with her there in the second half?
Well, I think that sometimes she gets a little bit of a hurry because she's so aggressive, especially offensively, and we just want her to take kind of a deep breath and then kind of go through progressions of what she wants to do. And so I think especially against zone, sometimes if you overrush it a little bit, like she was getting double teamed, she's got to be able to read that and know what the counter is and what we want to get accomplished on the offensive end. Defensively, I thought she did fairly well. She was one of the reasons we did, pretty good on the boards, but she's got to be better, as far as guarding people one-on-one, especially when they went their 5 guards.
You had 16 assists, but only 5 in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like you were settling for the shot, but did they do anything different inside, or?
No, it was us. It was we wanted to attack the ball, but we ended up settling for shots, and we need to be better as a team, and that's part of my job is to get them ready, and we've got, games the next couple of weeks to get ready for that, and we're going to see zone again in probably a couple of weeks. A couple of those teams play a lot of zone, so we got to be better in that situation and understand where we need to be attacking, who's going to be open, looking at our posts, and then have players step up in those moments.
It looked like first half, obviously simplifying it, but it looked like you were really good at turning and looking opposite, and then they just stopped doing that.
I agree. Yeah. No, it's a lot of it is just executing game plan. I'm hoping to chalk it up as a team that's learning together, but we didn't do that, especially the last 3 quarters. I thought we settled in when we got that 10-point lead, but we did that Tuesday night. We talked about it against BYU. We took a 4-point lead against BYU, and then we settled in. You can't settle in. There's no settling in. You got to raise the intensity. You got to be better in those moments. Tonight we didn't do that. We kind of settled in. What are you settling into? Let's compete. Let's get better. Let's extend our lead. So we've learned now 2 games in a row. We've got to be better going into Wednesday.
Did you want to see them attack the basket a little more? I mean, they shot 30 free throws. You guys shot 8.
Yeah. Yes, all of that. I think right now we went through the scout for 2 days in a row. They should have known the attack lanes, but we're not seeing it like we should have. So we started running some other stuff to get that. I thought we did better maybe in the last 2 minutes, but it needed to happen in the second, third, and fourth quarter, so we didn't get that. Whenever a team is shooting 30 free throws, on the other end, you've got to see what they're doing, and you've got to be able to do the same thing or counter it with an inside game, and we didn't have either.
You've had a busy week. You went to Utah, played BYU, came back, had only a couple days of rest before Utah Tech. How important is it to go out, try and get the win on Wednesday before you have over a week off?
It's important, but so was tonight too. I think you've got to be able to turn around and travel and be able to play. I mean, they traveled and went to Houston Christian and played here, so there can't be any excuses. We've got to be ready for this game today. I thought we were the first quarter, but we only had 1 good quarter. You have to have 4, and so we didn't have that tonight. But I think turning around now, we've got to continue to come together as a team. We've got to learn from our mistakes and continue to get better, and that's what Wednesday's going to be about.
And questions?
I did, did it hurt you when Ellis got in foul trouble?
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
she
we
did.
got early foul trouble. We did that against Utah too. You know, we had early foul trouble against Utah as well, but it changes lineups and it changes. She's
She
not
never
as
really got
aggressive.
back into the game.
Yeah, she's not as aggressive when she gets in foul trouble, so that did affect it, yeah.